I have found it. I found it! What have I found? Well, I found an isekai that I can be proud of so far. I have heard rumors that this is actually going to be a long-running show, and I'm very excited for that. But I will say this, I just don't know if it's gonna keep up this quality. I do think right now, as is Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, I'm just gonna be referring it to Jobless Reincarnation from now on. So far, this has been one of the best isekais I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's actually, I mean, there has been so many isekais, and I've read so many manhwas, mangas, webtoons, like, you name it, I've read an isekai in that format, and I think so far in the first 5 episodes, you can definitely tell where all these other isekais, like, how they took from this one show that apparently was its originator, like, the first ever isekai, and they just kind of put that into their own thing. There's even this one isekai that I began reading just a while back called The Beginning After the End, I believe, and that story is so similar to Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, like I said before. And, like, it has so many parallels just in the first act. But my main problem with The Beginning After the End is that sometimes it just doesn't, like, he feels the same way many, like, isekais do, where they make the main character super OP, and just right off the bat he has an unbelievable advantage to everybody else. And Jobless Reincarnation, you feel that, oh shit, okay, so this is where the OP-ness comes in, right? When he starts doing these incantations, well, these spells without the incantations, they're like, okay, there's his OP-ness, there's that isekai thing that we all come to just expect at this point. Well, yes, you could definitely see that's how that could easily go towards. You see later on, like, the next episode, that, hey, it's not increasing insurmountably, it stagnates, he has to keep working at it, and it's like, that makes it seem a bit more believable. He himself is not at the age of 5 like all the isekai is, like, already god tier. He is at a bare bones elite level, but he still hasn't just completely eclipsed everybody in the world. And I like that. It's one little thing that, hey, that is teachable. That's the most important thing. That this one little advantage that he has, it's teachable. He can make other people learn how to do this. It just takes a lot of time and a different perspective on how to do it. Now, that isn't to say that, like, that's how it's going to be from now on. It could very well be just him becoming OP as hell, and, you know, just go with more broken abilities, yada yada yada, and it's like, alright, so, okay, now it's become more or less more generic, I guess, more OP main character isekai format. But I'm hopeful that this actually starts building a bit more, I don't know, character-wise, because I think I do like this character much more than I've liked many other isekai main characters, and it's just, I don't know, refreshing. It doesn't hurt the fact that the that the VA for, like, the main character's inner thoughts is Gintoki. And for those who don't know who Gintoki is from Gintama, this guy, like, oh my god, let me bring him. This guy is freaking amazing. I love his character so much, and having his VA be the same as this guy's VA, at least the inner thoughts, at least he sounds very similar to him. So if you guys tell me that, nah, this VA isn't the same as the Jobless Reincarnation, I would be very surprised. But that aside, I just have to say, I have no idea where this anime is going to be going, and it could be very well just be another generic isekai, and I know many people would just see, oh, it's an isekai, slash it off, it's not even worth your time, and that's fair. I mean, I'm not going to try to persuade you to watch this. I'm watching this and I'm loving it. It's hilarious, it's funny, it has its moments where it's just really nice to watch, and sometimes it's a bit too real, and it hurts me, like, some of those inner monologues, my dudes, it's just, oh, it's gut-wrenching. It hits me in the soul. I'm like, dude, shut up, please. I'm here to escape reality, not to be reminded of my shortcomings, alright? Jobless Reincarnation, please stop making me feel like shit at times. That's all I'm asking. Moving forward, I just have to say that while there isn't much more for me to say, like, I love how they're trying to build the world as he starts experiencing it. It's kind of nice just being dropped in the world and seeing him explore it and just have, like, this little moments like, okay, this is a nice show for me to just sit back and watch and enjoy the entertainment. And that's all it is right now. I do know the novels have gotten pretty far. I'm not sure if it's finished, but if it is, I'm kind of hopeful that the anime is going to try to adapt most of it, if not all of it. That way I don't have to wait I don't know how many years for them to finish translating the entire novel series. Because right now, I looked it up on Amazon, they have up to not like the ninth volume, and from then on, it's just like volume 10 comes out in March, volume 11 comes out in April or May, which isn't that far ahead, but just imagine that. It would take me at least 2 more years for them to finish up with all the novels. I'm like, I'm not waiting that long. And there you have it. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is the isekai to start with. If you have a friend who hasn't started isekais or doesn't have any prejudice against isekais, but you want to see how wonderful an isekai can be, show them Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. I think they'll be more than happy to watch that. Yes, there are some questionable scenes, but like when you get to know the character and his background and how much of a loser he was before and how he's trying to just kind of become a better man, it makes sense. It fits his persona. There are times when it's gonna leak through, but you just gotta remember, this man is trying to go through a journey to better himself. But he's still a kid. But that's just my opinion. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think about Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation? I think I got that right. And thank you for coming to the Lobby for Hobbies, and I'll see you next time you check in. My lights just turned off. See you next time. Peace.